So you don't know how to speak your spouse's love language. That's one of the questions that came in, and that's the question we are about to get into. For real though. Wow. So we're doing a cruise. If you guys want to come on a cruise, that's going to be dope. This is Ebony. I get to be married to her. I am Michael Jr. We're traveling the country right now doing Funny How Marriage Works tour. Pretty cool. If we're coming to your city, even if we're not coming to your city, get in the car, get on a plane. People are flying from different cities, different states to come see. That's pretty dope. Flying, like really.
It's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, that stuff is humbling, really.
It is.
Especially since if they bought an airline ticket, they would probably spend more for a ticket. So we should rethink that over. That's my hope. So let's answer this question. Cool, go ahead and read the question. This came in from an email. Somebody emailed us at questions@michaeljr.com, which you could do as well, and we'll jump into your question.
This says
Listen, we don't have all the answers. We're not marriage experts. We've only been married one time. Just want to throw that out there. But we do have some stuff that we could say, and it seems to be working for people on a regular basis. So praise God. Okay.
This one says, my spouse's love language is clearly different from mine. How do you adapt to meet their needs?
So here's what's interesting about this. She said clearly different from mine. But did she even know what it is? Like it's
Who's that person? I don't know.
They said my spouse's love, listen to the language. My spouse's love language is clearly different from mine. As opposed to saying it is different from mine. You should read the book. Maybe they should, first of all, find out what your spouse's love language is, right? And then there's probably a way to actually speak their love language. In fact, there is. I know what my wife's love language is. Mm-hmm. She know what mine is too. You know what's my love language?
Touch.
I thought she was going to act it out, but apparently not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine is touch. Hers is acts of service.
His number one love language is my number 5. No,
yeah.
I know it's my number 4.
Yeah, and then her number, and then my number, her number 1 is, I don't know, because I don't pay that much attention to numbers and stuff like that. So boom, there you go.
So we can relate.
Yeah, I don't care about acts of service.
Our love languages are almost opposite. They're like opposite ends of the spectrum. However, because I love my husband and I do want to serve him, I am intentional about when I walk past him, I touch him or touch his leg or give him a hug or kiss him or something like that. And I'm not necessarily doing that because I need it. I'm doing it because it's good for us. Ooh. He wants it and it's good for us.
Which means she needs it too.
On some level, yeah, I need it too. And over the years, my husband has become really awesome at acts of service. Like, even if you have to set an alarm on your phone.
Boom, that's what I was going to suggest. You all in my notes. Go ahead.
Even if you have to set an alarm on your phone that says something like, if it's words of encouragement or gifts, just set an alarm that says, encourage my wife today, or encourage my husband today. Or an alarm that goes off every Friday or Saturday that says, pick up my spouse a little something on the way home. Like, whatever you need to do, because it's not going to be innate to you, because it's not your love language.
Have sex with my spouse immediately. Something like that, maybe. Just whatever it is, just an alarm that pops up. Ideally, it's not an alarm that speaks, because you don't want that you had a board meeting, it went late. Have sex with your husband, you don't want that, right? Because that'd be people like, oh, snap, you got a reminder for that.
And I know that for some people, they're like, well, why you got to set an alarm? Because it's not innate. That's why. Now, do you want it or not? So
yeah. So
even the thought to set an alarm says I'm thinking about you because I don't want to forget about you.
Yes, and 2 things will happen with that. First of all, that person will receive it. I mean, ideally, they don't know. Oh, when my alarm went off, I need to touch on your back. Like, don't do it like that, obviously, right? But meaning after a while, it'll become habit for you and the response that you get. And don't do this just for the response. Do this because this is who you want to be and how you want to serve other people. It'll become more natural for you, and at the same time, they'll really receive it, and it'll just make you guys stronger. So
yeah, it'll be good for both of you, not just one of you.
For real. Otherwise, it's like I'm speaking Spanish and she don't understand. Like, I can speak Spanish. Watch this. Como está la cucaracha? See?
Did you just say, how are you, Roach? That's what you just said to me.
Snap. Okay, my bad. My bad. I mean, I was talking to the roach over there. There's a roach. I wasn't even talking to you. It was an actual roach. Oh, goodness. Is there a reverse love language? You guys are awesome.